Welcome back to another episode of the Fall Ball Fellas. Got all of us back here for another round. We're going to go over the NFL this time.
NFL.
We'll get into some playoff race stuff after we go over the week that just happened. So, Falcons, couple of big injuries to their roster. Michael Penix out for the season. Drake London, week to week. Falcon season basically over. They're 3-7. I think that their playoff hopes are officially dead. So we will now see Kirk O'Chains running that offense with Darnell Mooney and Tyler Algier. I don't even care about Bijan anymore. So.
Yeah, I mean, Kirky's just an old fart. He's not going to do anything for them. Darnell Mooney has been so underwhelming this year. It's been insane. I mean, there was a lot higher hopes for him coming into the season. I mean, he's their starting guy now. I don't know.
Hasn't he been hurt all season for the most part?
Not all. I mean, he missed like 3 or 4 weeks, but not all season.
Hey, you know the Rams have their first round pick, the Falcons.
What
do you say?
The Rams have the Falcons' first round pick, do they not? I'm like 90% sure
for next year.
That is information I would not know.
Yeah, that's something I'd have to go.
Pretty sure they do, which is tough, very tough.
Yeah,
that's very tough because they need a new quarterback.
All of next year.
Well, Penix isn't it either. He's not it either. I don't think he's out all next year. But I think he'll probably miss like the first 3 or 4 weeks next year. But he's not the guy.
No. All right, so I just took some keynotes from this past week. I'm not going to talk about every single game. We had the Steelers still atop the division. Nobi, correct me if I'm wrong, 6-4?
Correct.
And the Ravens are trailing right behind at 5-5. They have 2 matchups the rest of the season, right? They play like 2 of the next 5 weeks.
They play in a couple weeks, and then they play Week 18.
Oh, Week 18
in Pittsburgh.
That is probably going to be for the division.
Could very well be. Yep.
What a change of events for the Ravens there. I mean,
are we surprised though?
No, I'm not
surprised.
It was the most predictable outcome you could possibly have.
Yeah, I mean, they did have.
This is what they do.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the Steelers. I'm talking about the Ravens. The Ravens starting off, they went like 1-4,
1-5,
1-5, and now they're 5.
They had a very hard schedule.
They had
and their entire team was injured.
Their defense was all out, and they played the Bills and the Chiefs within the first 5
and the
weeks.
Lions, I think,
and the Lions.
Yeah.
Well, we forget that they lost 2 of the first 3 games of the season because Derrick Henry lost late fumbles. So if you take that game out, they're 3-3, or those 2 fumbles out, they're 3-3. Add on top the fact that they were fully injured. Lamar missed 4 or 5 weeks, and they're only sitting 1 game out of the division. So this is a picture-perfect situation for where they were 5 weeks ago.
And the Steelers still play the Bills, Lions, and Ravens twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ravens got a rather, I don't want to say
manageable
easy schedule, but pretty manageable.
Yeah, it is pretty easy.
Jets should be a dub. Bengals, you never know because it's division. Steelers, you never know because it's division. Bengals, they play Bengals twice. So I think realistically, they're a better team than the Bengals, and they should go 2-0, but I could see them splitting there.
Yeah.
It depends. Burrow might come back. I don't know.
You got basically the Steelers-Ravens game on December 7th is going to be a huge game because that will basically determine the division unless it comes down to the last game of the year. The Steelers-Ravens play each other last game of regular season.
It'll be interesting. I have zero hope. None.
All right. We also had 2 other big games in terms of divisional rivalries for the season. The Broncos outlasted the Chiefs in kind of a defensive battle there, kicking a field goal late in that game to win. And then the Rams survived against the Seahawks. They really, Darnold threw 4 picks, and the Rams couldn't put this game away. We got to the foot of Jason Myers is the kicker for the Seahawks. 60-yarder that was just nowhere close. Let's be real. It didn't even have a chance. But for the Seahawks to even have a opportunity to win that game late, that speaks more of a testament to the Rams just not being able to put them away because the Seahawks played terrible in that game.
Well, that's the Rams' motto is they can't put people away. Think of the Eagles game early in the year. I mean, they were beating us by 15-20 at half, and the Eagles came back and won.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I forgot about that game. I think the Seahawks defense is very good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Like
They're stingy.
Mike McDonald is a very good defensive coach, and I think the Rams are in a year where I feel like no one similar to college football has stood out in the NFL as who the favorite is. I think the Rams could be one of those favorites, and I just think the Seattle's defense is legit. That was the only reason that game was close because Sam Darnold, until he proves me otherwise, is he going to choke in every big game?
Very well.
yeah, I
he's
agree
so
with you
good,
there.
and then he
Yeah.
chokes in every big game.
So the
look
Rams
at the
are
Vikings
currently
season last
odds-on
year.
favorites, by the way, to win the Super Bowl.
Is he a younger Kirk Cousins? Is that who Sam Darnold is?
Good, well, might be.
I honestly
He
see
might
that.
be.
I see that. Yeah, I could see that. Although it took him a lot longer to reach Kirk's status in terms of where his career started. Kirk
But
was
he
pretty
just-
good in like year 3.
Yeah,
Darnold just didn't have good teams. Like he had nothing built around him. Finally, he got to the Vikings where he had a wide receiver that could catch the ball.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
he
wanted
was on
to
the
say that
Jets,
they
for
didn't really
God's
have
sakes.
too much.
Like if you
Yeah.
go to the Jets and you're a quarterback, your career is
also-
basically over.
He also was on the Panthers for a little bit too.
him and
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, him
Mhm.
and Baker. All right, so 2 more to go through. The Bills won a shootout against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. That was a really entertaining football game to watch.
Mhm.
Josh Allen had a ugly start to this game, throwing 2 picks. He put one forward like this. It got picked off as well. But 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns in a game is just absolutely insane to do. And I believe they said that's his 3rd game doing something
Yeah,
like
he just
that.
set the record. I'm pretty sure he just set
Yeah.
the NFL record for most games doing that.
Yep. And
which is absurd.
sorry, go. Yeah, that is absurd. Jared Goff, I had seen a statistic. I didn't write it down. Jared Goff sucks in cold weather. And his statistics.
Did they play the Steelers in Pittsburgh?
I have no idea. But Jared Goff has a really, really bad QBR and has very few touchdown passes and a bad completion percentage. From what I remember listening to in that game, that was the worst completion percentage of his entire career. Let's be real. The Eagles secondary outside of Quinyon Mitchell is not good, and he could not expose them. Like Jameson Williams,
yeah,
I don't consider him a cover. I guess he's a nickel corner. He's more of a gadget guy. I'm talking pure cover corners.
A beast, and our pass rush is insane.
Pure cover.
I was texting Noah this, so we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get in this right now because I was texting Noah this.
Wait. I want to say one more thing. Before I forget it. I wanted to give our Lord and Savior Jacoby Brissett a shout out.
He went crazy.
NFL record in terms of completions in a single game. So I had to give him his flowers because that is something that I don't know when we will see that get broke. Dude was slinging the ball around. I picked up Michael Wilson in 2 fantasy leagues this week, and he scored me 30 plus. So shout out to you, Jacoby Brissett. Okay, now we can get into
I saw one more thing. I saw the record. I forget. I should remember who it was. It was a name we would all know who had it before him, and it wasn't long ago. It was probably within the last 15 years that someone said it, but it was 45 pass completions was the last record.
And he had 47 or 48.
That's insane.
He had 47. He went 47 of 57, which is just absurd.
Not only a lot of completions, but a very good percentage too.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett has been balling this year. The games that he's started, I think he's got 2 of the games he's started this year. He's cleared 250 passing yards in all of them and 2+ passing touchdowns.
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of NFL trivia time. So
let's go.
We will. I want you guys to name the 3 guys behind him. We're gonna count 44 completions and up. One is someone who is retired in the last 7 years. One is still active, and one retired, I believe, in the 2000s.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. Drew Brees retired within the last 6 years, and Aaron Rodgers is still active.
Kurt Warner.
Well, hold on. Neither
Give
Drew
me a
Brees
team.
I'm not going to give teams. It gives it away.
Give me. All right, no. Give me this information. Was it like a rando? Was it the Jacoby Brissett was a backup coming in?
I'll give you the years. 2017, 2019, 1994.
How long is? I was gonna say Joe Burrow, but
Well, who Flacco?
I don't even see.
You said
Who-
one's active.
One
is he
is
starting,
active.
or is
One
he
is
just
active.
in the
So
league?
Aaron Rodgers, from what I'm seeing, his best was 39 completions in a game, and Drew Brees was 39 as well.
Okay. Still active.
Still active.
You got to give some hints here because we could be here for 10 years.
Okay. Well, the active player I just said.
And
Goff.
he was.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Jared
That
Goff in 2019 versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. We have one that Noah B, quite honestly, you not getting this is just embarrassing.
Big Ben?
Yeah, Big Ben.
Oh, I love
He hit
you,
it
Big Ben.
against the Baltimore Ravens on December 10th, 2017.
Oof, against a division rival.
Ooh.
And the
Was
last
that the AB stretch game where he stretched it over the plane to win the North? Could have been.
I think so.
Could
No,
have been.
because that was a week 17. December 10th's not a week 17 game.
You're right.
Okay, and the last one, we had a Patriot that I also believe was a Buffalo Bill.
Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe. Against the Minnesota Vikings in 1994.
Was Bledsoe the one that he just beat? Was he the highest at 45?
Bledsoe and Goff were tied at 45. Roethlisberger was at 44. You had a bunch
A lot
of
of-
43, 42.
A lot of Jacoby Brissett love on this podcast. Huh?
Yeah. He deserves it though, man. He's been like
Yeah, that's crazy.
he's not a bad quarterback.
No, he's not.
I know one thing. He is better than Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%
Kyler Murray is horrible.
And Kyler Murray can't see over his O-line, so he can't throw the ball.
That is a problem.
I do feel
That's a
bad
problem.
for the Cardinals in that game, though. They were in the red zone every freaking drive. And, like, one of the drives, a dude fumbled at the goal line. I think Brissett maybe threw a pick. They got stopped on 4th down 3 times. That reminded me of the Lions game Sunday night.
I was going to say.
Where
how many times did they go for it on 4th down and not get it?
In the third quarter, they did it 3 times. I was 5 times before the 4th quarter.
All right, let's bring it back to what we were starting here.
Please,
Eagles.
I would love to talk about the Eagles.
Top 3 defense in the league.
No, okay. Me and him were arguing about this.
Statistics do not support it because in the beginning of the year we had a lot of injuries, and then signing Jalen Phillips has been arguably one of the best signs of the year for us.
It's a great signing. It's a great signing, yes. But also, I'm not willing to say they're a top 3 defense if statistically they just aren't there yet.
We just shut
the Eagles
down
defense is very
one
good.
of the most high-powered offenses in the league.
Can I talk about the Eagles' offense?
I just said something. Jared Goff sucks in cold weather. You can look it up. He sucks against bad teams in cold weather. He can't throw the football.
4th and 1s. It's not Jared Goff. It's Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. It's not Jared Goff
and
there.
And it's
no O-line. We dominated.
I will go look through. I will go look through right now and tell you that
Goff was getting pressured the whole game.
Jared Goff couldn't have hit the broadside of a barn if he was standing an inch away from it. He was so bad.
He was very bad.
I'm not disagreeing that he was bad, but you're taking away from what the Eagles did.
No, I'm just saying they're not top 3. I didn't say they're not top 5.
Absolutely top 3.
What defenses are better than the Eagles?
I am taking the Houston Texans. I am taking the Denver Broncos, and I'm taking the Cleveland Browns defenses if we're going straight defense.
So you're putting them at 4.
Yeah, I would put them at 4 or 5.
I'll give you 2 of those above the Eagles.
Which one?
I'll give you
which
the
one
Texans.
Would you not? Okay.
I'll give you the Texans, and I'll give you the Broncos.
Okay, you should give me the Browns because
I'd give you the Broncos and Browns. The Texans are a good defense. I think the Eagles is better.
Okay, so Texans have probably the best cover corner in the NFL right now.
Pat Surtain?
He's hurt. I'm not counting him right now. Like playing actively right now.
Stingley?
Yeah, Stingley is probably the second best when Surtain's healthy. He's the best when he's not. I would put him up there. And D'Amico is just a scheme genius on defense. I love D'Amico for that reason.
Yeah, he's a good defensive mind.
Now,
can we talk about the Eagles' offense, please?
Yes. Okay, that's the main problem in this.
Oh,
the Eagles, you don't need an elite offense to win games in the NFL if your defense can keep you in every single game. And that's what the Eagles have been doing. Their offense needs to step it up if they want to win a Super Bowl, but they're winning games because their defense is keeping them in everything.
Listen, I'm gonna say this as an Eagles fan. Fire Petula right away. He's Garbaggio on the face of the planet. But I'm not going to fully take blame away from the players. Hurts has not been looking amazing this year. He's been overthrowing a lot of balls. He's been missing some reads. And our O-line has just been not what they're supposed to be. Like, if you come from last year to this year and you look at our O-line, the pressure that's getting to Jalen Hurts and the run blocking has been atrocious. I mean, Saquon Barkley has done nothing this year. Absolutely nothing. And then the last thing I'll say before you guys can chime in, the A.J. Brown mysteriousness, drama, he's a wide receiver, people. They're all dramatic. He's not going anywhere. The Eagles aren't trading him. He's not relax. He's fine. He's dramatic. He's a wide receiver. Let's move on from it. All right, that's all I have to say.
I think he will leave after this year, personally.
I think he will leave too. I do.
Yeah.
Listen, the Eagles' offense makes me want to actually puke. It is so bad to watch. The offensive line it has been bad. Saquon got so many carries last year that it just looks like, and I love Saquon. I don't know if he has the same explosiveness as he has had in previous years.
It's hard when you're getting
they fed him so many times last year, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl, so they played more games. It just doesn't look like he has the same step that he had last year.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts cannot throw the ball.
He is one of the worst yards. He's one of the worst yards. What is it? Yards before contact in the NFL because that offensive line. So I think we can explain everything.
It's not been good.
Teams started realizing that Jalen Hurts is not an amazing thrower of the football, so they're stacking the box. It's that simple. And with Kelsey leaving, he left a year and a half ago?
Yeah, right? Jurgens was great last year, and then just garbage
he's struggling. And also, Lane Johnson's been off and on injured all season as well.
Yeah, I think just sit him until playoffs.
Yeah,
I would love if they just let him sit until playoffs.
Didn't Mailata get hurt too, or is there someone else on that O line that I watched get hurt?
I mean,
I'm not sure.
So our offensive line, if you actually look at like the statistics of it, our starting five has not all been on the field at the same time except for 2 drives this year. 2 drives.
That's bad.
I'm not saying that that's the whole reason. Like, that's definitely part of it. But like, Lane's getting old. Jurgens has just not been like his run blocking has been really bad. He's letting guys blow through him. And the other thing I was going to say is Barkley's getting hit with the double curse this year. He's got the Madden curse, and then he's got the rushing leader curse. Like, if you look at every rushing, basically any running back that has had the same amount of carries and yards as him in a season, their following year is awful.
How old is Saquon, too?
He's like 27, 28.
It's about that time. It's about that age where running backs start to...
Yeah. I don't think he's there yet. I think
he has not been good this year.
No, but once again, I do think he looked so good last year because of an offensive line, and he looks about as good as he did with the Giants when they didn't have an O-line.
Yeah, it's like Giants Saquon all over again.
So I don't want to talk about the Eagles the entire podcast, although I know
me neither. Please, I'm going to throw up. Please.
Well, I will say a little segue into something else because we're not going to talk about the Steelers either, but I do want to say, all right, gun to your head. You have to watch the Pittsburgh Steelers offense or the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Which one are you picking?
Steelers.
Eagles. Did you think you were getting a different answer from either of us?
I wanted to know which one of you would say how, I thought you guys would say how bad your offense is because you have to watch it every week.
I'm going to state my case, and watching Darnell Washington,
that's true.
Just run people over.
I watched that play I watched that play this weekend. Was insane. Running down the left sideline.
How tall is he? He's 6'7".
Did you guys see the ref in the Giants game do that?
Yes,
no,
I did.
The score was 6-7, and he bobbled the ball out of bounds, and he was just doing that.
Right. One thing that I don't know what you plan on moving into next, but I think we need to cover right now is Jamar Chase.
Yes,
got suspended for a game for spitting on Ramsey.
Hey,
dirtbag.
No Jamar comments Chase, here. Thumb up.
Jamar Chase
good for the NFL.
Came out after and was like, I didn't do it. And then the video came out right after, and you could see that loogie. That was big old
I have a
spit.
few comments.
PG.
First of all, do you think nobody is recording this football game?
Yeah.
You think this isn't like nationally televised? You're gonna come out and lie and say you didn't do it. And I was honestly very upset at Jalen Ramsey when I was watching the game because they had both been issued the personal foul, like the next one is a disqualification. So I was upset. I was like, he can't hold it together. And then it came out after the game that he spit on him and just scumbag move.
Once I saw the video, I'm like, okay, Jamar's he's going to be banned for a game. That happened to Jalen Carter.
He's on my fantasy team, and I'm in 6th place, and I might miss the playoffs. So thank you, Jamar. Yeah. You're going to screw me.
Other injuries that we'll jump into just real quick. C.J. Stroud got ruled out for Thursday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. Tough take for them. Davis Mills has actually been playing decent in relief. And then the big one to keep an eye on is going to be Josh Jacobs. He has a lot of swelling in his knee currently. Emmanuel Wilson might be a pretty good pickup. Hunter, sorry if I took your thunder on the fantasy segment. Can we rule some teams out right now of the playoffs in general, like the Saints, the Titans, Raiders,
Bengals?
I could have ruled them out 10 weeks ago.
Jets. I do want to rule the Bengals out as well, unless they somehow win the next
There's
two.
There's no question about it that they're ruled out.
Yeah,
the Bengals would have to win out.
You can't have a defense like that, but you can rule the Commanders out. You can rule the Giants out.
How about anyone with 3 or less wins is just ruled out?
You know who I'm getting close to ruling out, who I was really high on in the beginning of the year, and this might be a little bit of an overreaction, the Chargers. 2 bad weeks in a row.
I think the Chargers still have 7 wins. I think they make the playoffs, but I think they're overrated.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to tell you the rest of their schedule for the season. Now, this next week...
Is it a cakewalk?
This next week, they play the Raiders. Awesome. Eagles.
Win.
Chiefs.
Loss.
Cowboys. Texans. And Broncos.
That's a rough schedule.
That is a brutal last half to the season.
Listen, I will say one 4-win team that right now I think could very well make the playoffs is the Cowboys.
Yeah. What's their schedule looking like the rest of the year?
They got us next weekend or this weekend.
Are you sure about that, Noah B? Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants.
That's a brutal
listen.
Oh my God! I thought the Chargers had a bad one.
A little slower.
So Eagles
lost.
Chiefs.
Is it in Dallas?
It is in Dallas. No,
they could definitely beat the Eagles.
I will say that is not an automatic loss. I think the Chiefs will be a good game. That is on Thanksgiving Day.
5-5.
That's on Thanksgiving Day. They play the Lions away. Vikings at home, which I think they could win that.
Suck.
Win.
Yeah. Chargers at home could win.
They could win.
Definitely could win.
And then Commanders and Giants. Now,
both.
I will say, if they can go 2-1 against the Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions, I think they make the playoffs. If they go 1-2 or less, they won't make it.
Listen, that offense, George Pickens.
Oh, he's a freak, dude.
So good.
He's a freak.
Oh my God, he was amazing on Monday Night Football. He was so good.
Yeah. So since we're talking about
that defense got better too.
Yeah. They made a lot of good acquisitions. So before we get into Hunter and his fantasy segment, we're talking about great players right now. Who is your guys' MVP front runner, just in your heads right now, without looking at odds?
Jonathan Taylor.
I know it's gonna be a quarterback.
Yeah, which I hate.
Take Jonathan Taylor off the Colts, and what are the Colts without him?
Nothing. Daniel Jones should not be an MVP conversation.
If we had traded,
Jonathan Taylor should win MVP.
If he keeps it up for 7 more games or 6 more games, yes. If A.D. Mitchell had gotten traded 5 weeks earlier, the Colts would be 9-1. All right, just
who would their one loss be against? Ooh, the Steelers.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, Nobi, are you taking Jonathan Taylor as well?
That's who I think should win MVP. I think
I'm taking Drake May as my
I was
MVP.
just gonna say Drake May will be the one who I realistically think wins it.
If you're gonna read schedules off, please read off who the
But
Patriots
it's
have
horrible.
faced.
I know they have the easiest end of the schedule.
They have the easiest schedule. Jonathan Taylor's not going to win it because he's a running back.
Yeah, and also the Colts' schedule gets very, very difficult down the stretch
But
as well.
I honestly think if it's not Jonathan Taylor, it should be Matthew Stafford.
I think Drake May's outplaying Stafford. Stafford's playing amazing, don't get me wrong, but I think May is just because
Stafford
his running ability.
The worst teams in the NFL every week, like Drake May, he would have.
If Drake May can keep it up.
I think that they need to change the names of the awards to quarterback of the year and MVP, not offensive player of the year and MVP.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I think it's absolute BS. Saquon should have won MVP last year, not offensive player of the year.
Do something like college. Do something like college where you have an overarching thing for maybe the best player on the best team. But in my opinion, that's a Super Bowl MVP.
Jonathan Taylor has been the best player in the NFL this season.
By far. But like you guys said,
I hate Noah D, and I hate the Colts, but I will admit that because he's been awesome.
If he keeps on pace, I mean, he's on pace to hit 2K. He's on pace to score like 20 plus rushing touchdowns.
He already has 15.
Yeah, so he's on pace to maybe get like 25 rushing touchdowns. If he could get 25 rush touchdowns and 2,200 yards on the ground, I think he can win MVP.
How do you not give it to him?
You would have to, because that would be an NFL record in rushing and probably NFL record in rushing touchdowns as well. I don't know what that is. Emmett probably had like 30 in a year, but all right. Probably. Hunter, let's get in to your fantasy segment. What are we calling this, by the way? What is the official name of this segment?
I really still haven't thought of one. You guys got one? I got the start and sit. Like, you got any like cool names to come up with this for? What are you complaining?
We've had 3 weeks in between episodes. Come on.
And I didn't think about it at all. So I'll just go off and go straight into my start sits. We talked about this guy. He just set an NFL record. Start Jacoby Brissett. I think that he is, in his games that he's started, we talked about this a little bit earlier, he's gone 250 plus with 2+ passing touchdowns, and he's playing against the Jags this week, who are very mid in terms of pass defense. So I think that Jacoby can put up an easy another 15, 20-point game this week, so I think he's a solid start. And then my second start of the week is going to be J-Mo. Give me Jameson Williams. With Laporta on IR and the Giants' pass defense, I think that Jameson Williams could go nuclear this week. Absolute nuclear. He could have one of his games where he's got 2 catches for 140 yards. So I think J-Mo's a great start this week. Sit of the week. I am sitting Dobbs. I did this. Okay, I want to preface this. I did this a couple weeks ago, and Dobbs had an okay game. But Dobbs has – the Packers cannot figure out who their wide receiver 1 is, and Christian Watson has been playing rather well, so Love has been targeting him a little bit more. And they're going against the Vikings, who have one of the highest rated pass defense in the league right now. In terms of stats, Isaiah Rodgers has been playing pretty good. So I think Dobbs is a sit this week. And then this one's probably going to shock a little bit of people, but probably not because of the way he's been playing the last couple of weeks. I want you to sit Ashton Genty. I know he's a first round pick for you guys. I know. Listen, it's hard to sit your first round pick, but he's been
terrible. He's
been awful. He had like 6. I was looking at one of his stats the other day. It was like 6 rushes for 7 yards.
That's the worst offensive line in the NFL, right there.
Yeah, he did lead. He did lead the. Was the one stat that we talked about in the middle of the year where he had more? It was something like more yards after
before contact.
It was something like that. He had more yards after contact.
Yards before contact.
It was least yards before contact. I think the most yards after first contact or something.
No, I think the stat was he had more yards after contact than he did yards in the season.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah,
that makes sense.
So he's my second sit of the week, and then again, you're playing the Browns, who have a really great defense, really good run defense. So I think that Genty's a good sit this week. And then my waiver wire pickup of the week, I'm just gonna tag along a little bit with one of my starts of the week. Pick up Michael Wilson. He's only in about, I was just looking on ESPN. I think he's in about 15% of leagues rostered. If Jacoby Brissett can pick this up, Michael Wilson will be a great number 2 guy for him to go to. So I think that he could be a solid pickup for you, especially if you had Jamar Chase and he's missing a week, or you had Drake London and he's missing a week. I would trust Michael Wilson over picking up Darnell Mooney, even though Darnell Mooney will be the number 1 guy. Darnell Mooney is not playing great this year, so I would trust Wilson with Jacoby Brissett over Darnell Mooney with Kirk Cousins. That's my segment of the week. Hopefully it goes a lot better than last time, guys. I know that the last starts and sits was bad. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was bad picks on my part. I told you to sit Aaron Jones. He had a great game. Told you to sit Dobbs. He had a decent game. So sorry about that. Let's see if we can jump back in this week.
All right, Hunter, I just got to say, I love how you just mispronounce names constantly.
I don't care.
Say it correctly. I thought you said Jacoby Brisket at one point.
No, I said Brissett. Brissett. Romeo Dobbs, Dobes.
No,
Gabino.
You said Doobs the last time you said his name on this podcast.
Say Doobs,
Romeo
yeah.
Doobs.
Yeah, Christian Watson.
Yeah.
His stock is up. I'm in on Christian Watson.
He's had a lot of stock the last 2 years that this is his 3rd season.
Yeah, and then he just usually gets hurt.
He gets hurt because he reminds me so much of Mike Williams. How Mike Williams streaks down the field, gets a jump ball, and gets hurt every freaking season. 4 times in the year.
Although I agree, having Ashton Genty in fantasy has been really, really miserable. So benching him is probably a good idea.
Absolutely. And I did want to give one more shout out before we get into best bets and underdogs. Can you guys name the quarterback who had a tremendous, what week was this? Week 12? Week 11 performance?
We just passed week 11, yeah.
So that was week 11. Tremendous, best of career week 11 performance. Who's the quarterback?
Well, I'm confused by your question.
Okay. Who had a career day? Because I want to give them a shout out.
This past week?
Yes.
Quarterback?
Yes.
Jacoby Brissett.
No.
Besides
him.
Who had a career day? I'm confused by your question.
Like career day. No, like their career record.
Oh. Are you asking us and you know the answer to this? Like I'm so confused on what you're asking.
I know.
Here.
I want to give a shout out and trivia time. I'm seeing who set their own
what
career
record did he set? Like
his own passing yards record. Like he had his best day as a quarterback.
Young.
Yeah, he had his best day as a quarterback.
Yeah.
He went crazy. He had 450 yards.
448 and 3 tutters.
He surpassed Cam Newton for the Panthers passing yard leader.
And if you had
I hate Cam Newton.
If you had Tet in that game as well, you are a happy.
I did.
MF.
That was the only league I won in this week out of 4.
Yeah.
So
all right, so we are going to get into our best bets and underdogs. This is going to be the same thing as our Fall Ball 5. We're going to keep the season-long challenge between me, Hunter, and Phil, but Burnsy will be coming in. We'll be keeping track of his units as well. We'll get him up on that graphic. So, Hunter, been a bad couple of weeks for you.
Yeah.
Down 5.9 units.
Oof.
I am down 6.8. I keep getting this close to winning my underdogs. Just can't do it. But I hit my best bet this week.
Yeah.
Phil is in first place, down 0.9 units. Hunter, you're getting down to my territory, though. All right.
Burnsy, you would have hated who I picked for my underdog last week.
I can believe it. You picked the Bengals, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked the Bengals.
You think we were going to lose them twice?
Thought it was very possible.
No.
Thought it was possible.
At home, absolutely not. But this week, I'm just going to get started with Phil's picks. Phil has given me as his best bet Steelers in Chicago +3, and his underdog is going to be the Colts money line at +154. So I will say, when we originally
the Steelers +3,
the Steelers are +3 in Chicago. Yeah. Yeah. When we originally did this, we said 3.5 or more had to be the spread. We're just going to do 3 from now on. Just makes it nice and easy because so many spreads are right at 3, and it's still an underdog line. Whether you get someone at plus 140 or plus 135, it's not that big of a deal. So who wants to go next?
I'll start it off because I got something in common with Phillium. I think that the Colts being set as underdogs, going against the Chiefs, who have been very underwhelming this year. I know they had injuries and people out from suspensions, yada, 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 whatever you want to work it up to. Not that great this year. And I think that the Colts being set at plus 3.5 is absolutely absurd. So my underdog of the week is Colts at plus 154. And my best bet of the week, roll with me here, Eagles minus 3.5 at minus 105.
Who do the Eagles play?
Cowboys.
It's not crazy, but I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, everyone thought the Lions were going to roll through us, and guess what? Held them to 9 points.
All right. No, B, what you got?
So best bet and underdog is what I'm picking, correct?
Yeah.
Best, yeah.
All right. I will take my best bet are the Cowboys to cover. 100%. And that's not, I'm not just opposing you. I watched the Cowboys play the other night with them getting healthy on defense, adding Quinn Williams. Their offense looks so good. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are unstoppable.
They could tear through us. That's what I'm scared of.
I think the Cowboys win. The Eagles are 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, you could lose by a field goal and still hit.
Ooh. I think the Cowboys win outright. So I'll take that as my best bet.
So you're taking the Cowboys plus 3.5 and Cowboys money line?
No, I don't want. Yeah. My best bet. I'm going to go all in here. My best bet. I want Cowboys money line.
So you're taking two underdogs.
And then my underdog will be Steelers plus 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Okay, you don't understand what that is. The underdog is a money line.
Oh, I'll take both. Give me Cowboys money line, Steelers money line.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter which one's which, so we'll take Steelers money line as your best bet.
All right, sounds good.
And that will be priced at 130. And then Cowboys is the exact same as the Colts. I guess I'm going to be the only one different here. I feel disgusting picking this as my underdog. Give me the Cleveland Browns against the Las Vegas Raiders.
I was thinking that. They were up there for me.
Cleveland still has a darn good defense. Geno Smith looks like a bundle of sticks right now. Really, dude, he's just so bad.
He's so bad.
He's terrible. And also
that game is gross. I do not want to watch that game at all.
I want a reason to do it. Okay, and I'm also taking a little dip in that Steelers-Bears game, but for a different reason. I don't usually like taking these, but I'm going to take the under 45.5 in that game. I think with Rodgers potentially being out for this game and Mason Rudolph being in, and from what I saw from the Bears offense last week against the Vikings in a controlled environment, it's going to be cold at Soldier Field. It's going to be tough to throw that football around. Both teams have decent defensive lines, so I'm going to take the under 45.5 in that game.
The Steelers' defense has been better lately, too, so that's not a bad. I like that pick.
And the Bears have a good defense, too. And also, we have to start playing. Guys, if you're placing bets, remember, weather does have an impact on games. Check the weather report before you pick your plays. If it is very windy, like it was in the Detroit Lions and Eagles game Sunday night, don't take over in field goals or over in points because it's going to be hard to throw the football and kick field goals.
Did you watch those kickers kick in pregame?
Yeah.
That was horrendous. There was another game like that, the Packers-Giants game. The wind was swirling so bad that Younghoe Koo just like one of his kicks, one of the Packers kicks went wide left. So pay attention to the weather reports when you're playing these.
I also feel like we have to legally say this. Gamble responsibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely gamble responsibly, everyone. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for being patient while we got everything in order here. We're excited to have Burnsy. I'm going to switch between Noah B and Burnsy as much as humanly possible. I'm just going to forget. We appreciate you coming on. Look forward to having you on the episodes moving forward. We'll get you integrated in those graphics and everything.
Sweet.
But guys, I will be releasing shorts this week, okay? So keep an eye out on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I will be cutting some clips from these episodes. Support us, follow us, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Now, Noah B, Burnsy, you can share to your whole entire family, friends, everything. Hunter is now lighting flames in his camera. So what do you guys got to say before we head out for the night?
Burnsy, give us your outro.
Oh, so much pressure. Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed talking ball with the boys, and shout out to my beautiful girlfriend. That's all I got to say.
All right, y'all. I love y'all. Burnsy, it's good having you on. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to Fall Ball Fellas.
Let's
We'll
go.
be doing a lot better, a lot more. Noah was slacking, so give him a little bit of a break. And you'll be seeing more of us go YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, tweet, X, whatever it's called now. But I appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.